Are y'all not ready to rise up and burn all this shit down?
Literally everything in this country is a scam.
My bill was $49 fucking dollars.
I got the rent paid.
See, the American struggle forces you to think that you're too lazy.
Whether we got stamps, whether we don't qualify for stamps, baby. Oh, it's hard out here, I'm telling you.
Hey family, welcome to BabsWTV, where we talk about real life, real struggle, and what's happening around the world. Man, millions of Americans are barely surviving every month right now. Bills keep piling up, cost of living keep rising, and the paycheck keep disappearing faster than ever. And the worst part is for so many families, they don't know what's coming. It's getting worse. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Let's check out these clips.
I have spent the last 2 hours working out my taxes. I lost my job over a year ago, and I've been trying to make ends meet via freelance, music, and it just fucking guts me that these assholes who never pay any taxes.
Is it that I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live? 40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, you know?
I'm officially fucking over this shit. I'm over it. I'm negative like $300 on my account because when these people say they take your money out of your account, they never take it out immediately. Anyway, everyone's just as bad as Amazon. Any fucking ways. I'm negative like $300 on my account. I'm behind on all of my bills. Everyone needs my money. And I'm literally like, how can I make $300 ASAP? Because when I get paid, it's just gonna bring my account back to zero, and I'm still gonna have to pay all my bills. Right. So tell me why. $300 can be gone in, what, 2 days? Okay, but why does it take 40 days and 40 nights in this economy to make $300? Huh? Tell me why. I'm over it.
Poverty's traumatizing. I've been struggling. Welcome to the struggle bus. Population me. I work in public health, and I work with individuals who live in poverty. It is what it is. I actually love my job. Love it. Would do it for free if I could afford to. I'm middle-class cheap girl here. You see my posts about middle-class cheap girl outfit of the day. I didn't grow up middle class. I didn't grow up middle class at all. And I'm not talking working class, middle class, broke. I grew up poor. Poor.
The most dangerous lie in American history is not slavery itself. It is the refusal to fully own what slavery required, because slavery was not an accident. It was not a misunderstanding. It was not just how people were back then. It was a system built by human beings who chose profit, power, race, and empire over humanity.
Why is everything in this country a scam? Literally everything in this country is a scam. Am I the only one that's exhausted and just watching nothing being done? The DMV, the IRS, college, higher education, property taxes, the food industry, the healthcare industry, insurance, car insurance. The list literally is just never-ending scams in this country. And nobody does anything about it. Officials, government, nobody does anything. We just allow the scams to continue, and man, it's exhausting just looking at the scam. It's more exhausting when you're a part of the scam, when you're, trying to buy organic food to make sure you're not poisoning yourself. This place is insane. This place is absolutely insane.
One thing that's real hard to overcome is the American struggle. See, the American struggle forces you to think that you're too lazy. Yeah, you're too lazy even though you did enough. You did exactly what the fuck you were supposed to do, but it wasn't enough. So you know what we want you to do? We want you to go sell drugs, risk your life, do stocks, do bonds, go get a second job, and then you still ain't gonna be where you need to be in life.
My neighbor must be having a day. I mean, I feel that.
I just left Walmart where I bought one bottle of body wash, one stick of deodorant, and 8 rolls of toilet paper. My bill was $49 fucking dollars. $50 for 3 items. I'm getting ready to move into a new apartment, and for a 1-bedroom, 638 square feet, it's going to be $930 a month. Gas is $5 a gallon. Milk is $3.89 a gallon. And bread is almost $6 a loaf. A 24-pack of bottled water is $7 fucking dollars. And I'm at the point now to where at 50 years old, I'm trying not to crack here. I'm 50 years old, and there's no fucking way I'm ever going to be able to retire. I've had to cash in my life insurance and my 401 in order to survive. You know, after a certain amount of time living and working on this planet, you shouldn't have to work you should not have to work 2 fucking jobs just to survive. I'm so discouraged.
Y'all, excuse me because this is about to be a fucking rant. Are y'all not tired? Are y'all not ready to rise up and burn all this shit down? I just spent almost $80. Paper towels, garbage bags, toilet paper, 1 bottle of fucking Clorox, a 2-pack of fucking air freshener, and 1 container of hand soap. $76.36 fucking cents. When are we rising up? When are we rising up and shutting this shit the fuck down? Eggs are $9 fucking dollars. And y'all know the only reason why nothing is changing because everybody's so fucking scary. Y'all scared. I've been telling people around me, if we all just woke up and literally said, we're not fucking paying this, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, and actually stood for something, they wouldn't be able to get the shit over on us that they get over on us. But because everybody in America's a fucking sheep, they got y'all so scared, so worried about the backlash and the who doing what, who not doing what, that y'all are literally continuing a cycle of oppression. And y'all not even paying attention. We are well on our way to owning nothing and being happy about it.
I'm sorry that I haven't been around. It's been hard for me to do this and also deal with all the things happening in my life right now. And I'm not in any other different situation than everybody else probably in this country right now. I don't know how I'm going to continue living where I live with the price of everything going up. I was going to put my son in a camp this summer so that he wasn't completely bored at home. That's off the table. I'm starting to sell the things that I never wanted to sell, things that are important to me. And every day I wake up and I hope that people are still fighting because I can't right now. I mean, I can, but it's hard to give it my all when I feel like my life is crumbling around me.
All right, an update. Now into November, I got the rent paid. And now my account overdrafted a little bit, so that's cool. So I'm literally bingo on monies. I'm trying to keep off the streets, so being homeless is not a fun deal. But not to worry, I am pulling from my HSA funds, which will be taxed for 2022 taxes, so that's going to be fun to figure that one out. And I had to get some gas money from family so I can drive to work. And it looks like I'm basically going to be living off of what food I have left in my cabinets and fridge, and the humanitarian MREs that I actually purchased off Amazon a ways back. And I'm probably going to have to do that for at least 2 weeks to at least bounce back to something similar to normalcy. So that's pretty cool. That's it's going to be interesting. If anything, this is a lesson where I'm going to be a lot more frugal, because you never know when you have physical and mental health issues and have to basically can't work for like 3.5 weeks, if not a month, and suddenly your savings just goes gone. So no more DoorDash, which I've been basically quit those guys anyways. They're expensive. No fast food. I'm back to just tap water instead of purified water. And it's going to be roughing it, quote unquote, roughing it, first world problems, for at least 2 weeks. And yeah, hopefully it's going to take five or more business days just to get that reimbursement, that withdrawal from my HSA account. So, and a good portion of that's going to go into, taking care of the overdraft. So yeah, that's the update, guys. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of a struggle bus, but welcome to America.
So, y'all, I didn't even realize how many people were actually in the same situation that I'm in until I was scrolling on TikTok last night and I saw this young man saying how he couldn't afford to go to work. When I saw it, it stopped me cold in my tracks because, baby, me neither. I be getting in this car on goddamn faith. You understand? You know how you think you all alone in a situation and then something happens to enlighten you, to let you know that you are not alone in your struggle? That's what happened. I saw TikTok, and TikTok, that young man showed me, like, girl, I can't even get to work. Then he was like, you know what I ate today? You know what I've had to eat? Then he say a taco. And the only reason I ate that is because my boss bought too much breakfast. He say I eat every 48 hours. That's what the young man said. And I was sitting there thinking, preach, fella. I did not know I was not alone. I'm telling you, right now, it's cold out here for everybody. He say he eat every 48 hours. And the last thing he had was a can of corn. Baby, we is out here struggling. Whether we got stamps, whether we don't qualify for stamps, baby. Oh, it's hard out here. I'm telling you, because all I got in my car is go to work gas. I don't have no ride around gas. How y'all doing? Do y'all got any ride around gas, or is the only gas you got for work?
I'm not ever one to really just go online and put my business out there, but like, I just want to validate someone else because I'm going through it. I seen a statistic saying that 50 to 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and it's not a lie. I'm pretty sure I'm part of that statistic. We are almost halfway through the year, and I have made less than $10,000. I get paid $17 an hour, and I work 40 hours a week. I am a full-time employee. I'm in Michigan, if location matters, and I made less than $10,000. And gas prices are like $4.80, $4.90, and I pay $50 for half a tank. $52.72 for half a tank.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of the United States. It's so ghetto, and every day gets a little bit harder to function. I'm talking about, I don't understand how I am struggling in these United States and I make decent money. I don't do anything. I don't have debt. I put myself through school. Again, I put myself through school, and I owe the IRS every year. I own my own home. My car is paid off. I don't go out. I don't have friends. I'm a loner. There's a few people I talk to. I don't understand. Like, I have no debt. There's no debt I have, you guys. I don't owe anybody. Like, I'm just trying to understand, how am I struggling? I make decent money. I put money to the side for retirement, and then everything else is for bills. Like, how am I struggling? Like, I live below my means. Like, I stopped buying clothes. I stopped buying shoes and all of these fancy things. I don't go out. I don't purchase unnecessary items. Like, I am no longer a consumer, because when I was a consumer, it did me no good. Like, I have all of these things and nothing to show for it, right? So I stopped buying things, right? And I'm trying to understand, how am I struggling? When I was buying things, I felt like I was doing good. And now that I'm not buying things, I feel like I'm struggling. Like, how does this work in these United States? Like, I don't understand. Like, I live below my means. The only expense I would say I would have is, I do my own hair, and I go get my nails and my feet done every 2 weeks, right? That's it. I'm trying to understand how my grocery bill goes from $400 a month to $1,000 a month. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my electric bill goes from $155 to $800 in 1 month. No past due balance. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my internet goes from $75 to $140. And that is the lowest plan. I don't understand. I'm just not, I'm not processing these United States. And I make decent money. Okay. I make decent money. And I saw a video today where a girl said that she makes $100,000 a year. And after taxes, she brings home about $70,000, and she's struggling. And I'm like, baby, if you're struggling, then I'm poor.
When all the immigrants are gone and you finally think you've made America great again, who will you blame when your rent still jumps $400 a month while hedge funds buy up every single house on your street? When the border stops being the headline every night, who will you blame when your paycheck still disappears before the groceries even make it out the cart? When every rainbow flag is ripped down, every book is banned, every undesirable finally pushed quiet enough to make certain people comfortable, who will you blame when your hospital still closes, your insurance still denies treatment, and your mama still waits 12 hours in an ER hallway? When every migrant worker is gone from the fields, the kitchens, the construction sites, the nursing homes, who will you blame when food prices explode and nobody's left to do the jobs everybody swore they didn't want? When the news finally runs out of caravans to scream about, who will you blame when your kid works 50 hours a week and still has to live with roommates at 32 years old? Because the truth is, they handed you your neighbors as the enemy so you would never look up at the people emptying your pockets. They turned your fear into profit. They wrap cruelty in patriotism. They wrap greed in flags. They wrap billionaires in the language of real Americans. And every single time life got harder, they handed you somebody else to blame. The immigrant, the trans kid, the poor person, the protester, the teacher, the homeless, the drag queen, the woman asking questions. Anybody except the people cashing checks. Well, your life got smaller. Anybody except the corporations buying your town piece by piece. Anybody except the people who gutted pensions, killed unions, poisoned water, outsourced jobs, jacked up medicine prices, and then stood in front of a flag pretending they were saving you. So when all the immigrants are gone and the prices are still high and the wages are still low and the hospitals are still collapsing and the schools are still underfunded and the streets are still full of people barely surviving, maybe then America will finally have to admit something it has spent decades running from. The people that are destroying this country were never the ones arriving here looking for a better life. They were the ones already here holding the keys.